Check the description for the following discount codes. I'm so disappointed and almost angry at the same time with EA. I had my excitement right up because on the Steam, you may have seen my video from the other day where I've shared this excitement with you all. Super excited, triple screen support in WRC 23, something we haven't had in a rally game ever, basically. You know, running Dirt Rally 2 on my triples or Dirt Rally 1, you get this horrible distorted image if you have it spread across all three screens, which makes you feel sick, motion sick, with ones this big because they literally run beside me. It's all warped, it's all distorted, it's horrible. You can't get the cockpit view set up properly, you know, trying to get it so that it looks like the dashboard sort of begins just behind my real steering wheel. You just can't do it. It's a horrible experience. So when I was scrolling down the Steam features as I was pre-ordering the game, it said widescreen support, which initially made me think, what the hell is widescreen support? Like I said in my other video, we've all had widescreen monitors since the aspect ratios went from 4:3 to 16:9. Or 21:9 for ultra wide. There's a few others as well, but you get the idea. But when I read it, it specifically says triple monitor support to immerse yourself deeper into the world of WRC. Triple monitor support. Triple monitor support. Not 10 monitor support, not 2 monitor support, not single screen, specifically triple monitor support. Now, for any of us in the sim racing world, triple monitor support very specifically says to us it supports 3-channel output, one for each of our 3 displays, like you see in the background there, fully configurable to allow us to set them up geometrically correct for the distance we are sat from the center screen. We then calculate the angles for the side screens and we adjust all the settings in our chosen sim title so that when we're sat in our rig with our steering wheel in our hand, it looks like everything is proportionally, geometrically correct. So when you look to the left, you know, the left-hand door is there from the left-hand drive car and your mirror is where it should be. Your rear view mirror is up here to the right where it should be. The scaling for the passenger seat and passenger side door, the dashboard is all scaled correctly so it feels as close to like a VR experience as you can get with 3 flat panels. This is what true triple screen support is. So when I see this, I got super excited. I shared my excitement with you guys. I pre-ordered the game, I was going to do it anyway, but a lot of other people in the comments are like, oh, I've been waiting for this as well, going to pre-order. You know, I know some people bitch in the comments about never pre-order a game. I need to pre-order the game, I want to get it as soon as possible, partly because of my excitement. I mean, I would buy it regardless of the reviews, but also because I'm a YouTuber and I particularly like rally games, so I need to have the game for my channel to share my thoughts with everyone else about, you know, the physics, the handling, etc. post-release. So regardless of whether pre-ordering is bad for the industry, as some people might say, it makes a difference to me because I'm going to buy it anyway. For other people, obviously, you're probably better off holding off and waiting for some decent reviews, you know, because things like this happen. So there was then an interview with Ross Gowing, who is game director. What's his title? We talked to producer Ross Gowing and John Armstrong. So John Armstrong's a real life rally driver. Now, let me just scroll back down to the quote. Yeah, so this is on gamereactor.eu, and they ask him specifically, will there be true triple screen support with 3 separate images rendered individually and allowing for tripartite field of view and line up between screens in a larger rig? Gowing's response, it will be possible to run 3 screens, of course, just like in Dirt Rally and Dirt Rally 2. But it's a wide, ultra wide image across all 3 screens rather than what you're referring to. This, for want of a better description, is bollocks. Just like in so it will be possible to run 3 screens, of course, just like in Dirt Rally 1 and 2. In Dirt Rally 1 and 2, there was no triple screen support. None. What he is referring to here by a wide, ultra-wide image is complete bullshit. Every single game on a PC can incorporate anything from 1 to 20 different bloody monitors if you use something like NVIDIA Surround or AMD Infinity, where you configure them to be one single resolution. That is not multi-monitor support in the game, in WRC 2023, in Dirt Rally, in Dirt Rally 2. That is simply you setting your PC's displays, however many you might have, to be one big display. Reports itself to whatever game you're playing as a single resolution, as the native resolution of your single display. That's what the game sees. There's no inbuilt support. They haven't programmed anything into WRC 23 or Dirt Rally 2 to support triple screens. They've done nothing, literally nothing. If you set your multiple displays, whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever, to one big resolution and load up any game you like, that resolution will be there at the top of the list, because that is what the game sees as your desktop's default and native resolution. It's not a feature. They've done nothing to add that in. It's complete bollocks. So the way they describe that on the Steam page, where it's under the title widescreen support, that, I mean, even that in itself is a lie, because they haven't done anything to support widescreen. It's just, you know, the game just sees the native resolution reported by your PC because you've configured them all as one bloody big resolution. It's a complete toss. It's honestly, I'm quite pissed off about it, because that along with, you know, just a refresh of a new rally title to play, all the great additional features, the cars, the new tracks, stages, the improved visuals, sort of 4 years down the road or however long it's been now. That's all great, but I'm still going to be sat there playing on my single screen in front of me with the other two turned off, because they make me feel motion sick, because everything is stretched and distorted. Now, if you've only got a small triple screen setup, maybe you've got 332s or something like that, the side angles are not that acute. They're nearer to a curved setup if you've calculated and configured them correctly, of course. Some people will put them at 90 degrees, but then you're going to struggle to get it to look right. That's a different story. If you have smaller triples and they're set up correctly, then it won't be such a motion sick inducing experience, a bit like running a big curved display. But if you've got fair size ones that do actually come down beside you to any degree, or even sort of close to coming down beside you, those of you that have this and have tried it with Dirt Rally 2 or 1 will know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a horrible experience, and if you're prone to motion sickness, you will get it. So when they put widescreen support here, and then I read it and went triple monitor support to immerse yourself deep in the WRC, the triple monitor support part is a complete lie. Like, it doesn't support triple monitors. It supports as many bloody monitors as you've got plugged into your PC if you choose to configure them as one big Infinity or NVIDIA Surround display resolution, just like, as Gowing says, Dirt Rally 1 and Dirt Rally 2 does. It's not a feature, it's not supported, it's just what happens when you choose to use multiple displays as one single display and configure them as such. So I'm really quite annoyed by this. I was so excited. Proper triple screen support. I can create, first person driving videos that will look accurate and correct for you guys to watch in this new title. And now it looks like I'm going to have to go back to playing the game on my single screen in the middle, learning a stage, getting it nailed. And then, for the purposes of content creation, if I can be asked, turn on the additional 2 and just not look at them so I don't feel ill whilst I try and record some footage which just won't look right. When I do that, people in the comments always say something about, why have you not got this view and why have you not got that view? And the answer is because you can't in Dirt Rally 2, and now it looks like we can't in WRC 2023 as well. So that's a big disappointment and a big letdown, and extremely misleading from EA. Unless Gowing is wrong, but I doubt it. It's just the phraseology as well. Yes, it will be possible to run 3 screens. Of course it will. Just like in Dirt Rally and Dirt Rally 2.0. Well, they couldn't support it either. So it isn't just like them. It's only just like them if you were to say, no, it isn't possible to run 3 screens, because Dirt Rally didn't support it and neither did Dirt Rally 2.0. It's all just bollocks. The ultra-wide stretched image across 3 screens is what you should have said, that makes you feel ill and that nobody wants. Should have been the correct answer to that question. And we're very sorry, but even though we've said this is focusing on being a sim accurate title for sim racers, we actually couldn't be asked to do that. And VR is coming at some point in the future. Who knows how long that will be. So honestly, I'm really, as you can probably tell, I'm really quite disappointed and I'm genuinely annoyed because I've been misled by what it said on the Steam page. So I apologise for my previous video where I was sharing my excitement, and for those of you that might have pre-ordered the game based on me showing you the screenshot of the Steam page saying it supports triples, I apologise if I've misled you. I was just reading what was there in front of me, as you could see, and it turns out now that that's just a load of bollocks. It's just a lie. It's not right at all. Is there a possibility for them to add it in later down the line because people are all going to kick off? Maybe they'll see my video here and say, oh shit, perhaps we shouldn't have written that on the Steam page or listed it as a feature, But again, Gowing shouldn't have said, yes, it's possible, of course, just like directly. They didn't support it. What you should have said was, no, it's not possible to run triple screens. All you can do is stretch the image across 3 and it will look bad. So, I don't know. It's just annoyed me. Anyway, enough negativity today. I'm still going to enjoy the game. I hope it's just going to be a single screen experience, rather than a triple screen experience, which from any sim racer's point of view, for those of us that are lucky enough to be able to afford triple screens, and to be honest, these days, you can pick up second-hand 40-inch 60 hertz displays that may only be 1080p in resolution, for example, for like £100 a pop, and you can get a triple screen setup running off of an average graphics card because you're only running a relatively low res, and it's still a far better experience than one 4K like single screen in front of you. So there's plenty of ways you can get a triple screen setup for not that much money, should you want to, and if you're not into VR, maybe you just get motion sick from it. Maybe you can't afford, VR requires a good graphics card and VR headsets are not cheap. Maybe you can't justify spending the money just for sim racing, but triple screens can be bought very cheaply second hand. Like say 1080p ones especially so. And some people are going to moan in the comments and say, oh, 1080p is not sharp enough. Honestly, in racing titles, in my opinion, 40-inch 1080p, 3 displays, yes, it isn't as sharp as 1440 or 4K, obviously, but for people that can't justify that sort of spendage or don't have that sort of money, 3 1080p displays at 40 inches running 60 hertz is still a much better experience than a single display, in my opinion. Because you're actually in there, like I described at the beginning of the video. So it's just annoying, I'm just disappointed, as you can probably tell. Anyway, enough disappointing waffle. I'll catch you all in the next video. Thank you very much for watching and take it easy.